Let's solve this question. It says y equals to 2x cubed plus 4x all raised to the power 2. Okay? So we are asked to find y prime. We don't know. But whenever you have y is equals to any variable or square by any power, okay, what you have to apply, you apply what we call the chain rule. Okay? You apply the chain rule, which says that dy over dx equals to dy over d times a variable, depending on the variable we want, multiplied by d multiplied by that variable again, divided by dx. Okay? So for instance, if we let u to be this, which is 2x cubed plus 4x. Now we differentiate du over dx. That gives you this, and this gives you 6x squared plus 4. Right? Now once you have that, the next thing you have to do, we know now that y is equals to u all square, because you've let this u to be this function, right? Perfect. So if I take this now, so the next thing, you are going to differentiate y with respect to u. So this becomes dy over du becomes 2u, okay, which is 2u raised to the power 2 minus 1, which is same. Now you apply the formula, so the actual formula is going to be dy over dx equals to dy over du multiplied by du over dx. Okay, so this becomes your dy over dx equals to dy over du is 2u, okay, multiplied by du over dx is 6x squared plus 4, which is this one, right? But we are differentiating y with respect to x and not y with respect to u. So wherever we see u, we place it back. So my dy over dx is equals to 2 into, what is your u? Your u is 2x cubed plus 4x. That's what you've let u to be, remember. Then you multiply this by your 6x squared plus 4. Okay? So let's write the final answer here, which is your y prime is equals to 2 into 2x cubed plus 4x all into 6x squared. 6x squared. So that's 6x squared plus 4. And that is your final answer. Okay? So that's your final answer. For example 2, again the same thing, now let's say if t equals to 2x cubed plus 1. Now you differentiate dt over dx, and that should give you, this is 6x squared. 6x squared, when you differentiate a constant, that is 0. So it's just 6x squared. Remember, so therefore your function becomes y equals to all of this is now t. But t here is raised to the power 3. So you differentiate dy over dt equals to 3t squared, right? And you apply the formula. Your dy over dx equals to my dy over dt, any variable that you let, multiply by dt over dx. Okay? So this becomes your dy over dt is 3t squared multiplied by your dt over dx is 6x squared. Okay? but we are differentiating y with respect to x. So hence, this becomes 3 into, instead of t, it becomes now 2x cubed plus 1. But t here is squared, so you square this, then you multiply by 6x squared. Now you can multiply now 3 times 6x squared becomes 18x squared all into 2x cubed plus 1 all squared. And that is your final answer. Now, can you try y equals to 2x raised to the power 4 plus 2x all raised to the power 2? What is your y prime? Okay? Try that and put that on the comment section. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, share, follow for more, and subscribe.